give them prayer hands. Say what's up, America? Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica.
This video is brought to you by Smugglers Run Gaming, growing and organizing competitive gaming communities. Check them out at facebook.com at Smugglers Run Gaming. This evening at Monday Night Dice, Mike started at Table 1 and stayed there the entire evening. So as a tip of the hat, we are dubbing tonight the Magic Mike Show. Hello everyone, welcome to Dice Commando. Tonight we are coming to you from Smugglers Run Gaming. This is the Monday Night Dice tournament you are all quite familiar with at this point. On our left we have Nathaniel, and on our right we have Mike. They are getting ready for their roll-off. Looks like Mike has won. So Nathaniel is running the Battle Droid, Aphra, and dual die Pryce. And Mike is running a reset deck with a vet, an elite Talzin, and Bala. Mike has chosen Nathaniel's battlefield, which is the Citadel Landing Zone. The Citadel Landing Zone lets you re-roll any number of your dice and resolve one of your dice. Of note is that any number can be 0. So for example, if you have a range die showing, you can re-roll 0 dice and still resolve that range die into an opponent. So first action goes to Nathaniel, who drops the Imperial HQ. It's a great card that I run in my CAD deck. Mike responds, dropping a DH-17 on Bala. Loading up Bala seems like a smart move, considering that droid's going to go down very quickly here. Alright, Nathaniel opens with a BT-1 drop for -1 with Aphra. Mike drops On the Hunt, actually takes it back. So Mike actually drops Underworld Connections, or sorry, that is Underhanded Tactics on Bala. Underhanded Tactics is a card that got a lot of flack from some of the content creators when it was first spoiled. It's actually quite an effective card with Talzin. It has a plus gun, and 2 specials. The special is deal an indirect and then resolve one of your dice. So Nathaniel is going to activate BT, take an indirect, and deal an indirect. Mike takes it on the shield, and Nathaniel takes it on the battle droid. He unfortunately rolls a blank. Of note on that Underhanded Tactics is that the special does not give ambush. It only allows you to resolve 1 additional die. So Mike rolls in his vet, who gets a 1 gun, goes back to Nathaniel. Rolls in Pryce, who rolls pretty well, actually. She gets the special. He does control the battlefield. In comes Bala with 3 dice, gets a blank, and then the special to which I was referring. So this is a perfect example. In this case, Mike could resolve the special to deal an indirect and then immediately resolve the 1 gun on the vet. However, if he had 2 guns showing, he would still only be able to resolve 1 of those dice. Alright, so Nathaniel uses the Pryce special to resolve to flip the Pryce die into a 2 melee and then resolve for +1 into Talzin for a net 3. Right, so Mike rolls in Talzin. He rolls a discard and a blank, but he will get to look. And he flips, he flips an even, flips bait and switch, so he does not get to flip, which is probably okay, reroll coming anyway. Aphra comes in with a $1. Michael certainly pitched a reroll here, I'm sure. He actually pitches that on the hunt that we saw earlier, so now no advantage gained to Nathaniel. Or no longer advantage gained, I should say. And with the reroll, we get a shield on Bala, a 1 gun on the DH, keep a discard on Talzin, and also get a $1. In comes the Battle Droid with a +2 melee. Nothing to pair with yet, however BT does have 2 indirect sides. Okay, so Mike is going to resolve the special to deal an indirect. He'll probably resolve the discard. Maybe the money? Probably the discard. That is what he resolves. He resolves a discard. He's going to drop 1. Which is... Actually, I'm not familiar with that card. I have to admit, I don't know what that art is. I'll have to do some research. Alright, Nathaniel resolves a $1 with Aphra. Mike may do the same here. He may also shoot. What he really wants to do is get that +2 on Aphra. He may pitch to reroll, or not on Aphra, sorry, on Bala. He may pitch to reroll trying to get the focus or the 2 on Talzin. But he does take the dollar. That's the safe play. The aggressive play would have been a reroll, but I don't blame him for safe here because he's going to get to reset Bala at least 1 point this game, if not twice. Okay, it is Nathaniel's action. He's considering what to do. He may claim here, do a reroll. So he plays Sticky Situation for 1. So what this card does, it is a lesser played card, but what it does is it makes the opponent choose a die, and then you as the player can choose one other die to remove. So Mike's going to, Mike will put the DH on the 1, checking the battlefield. I don't think that's in Mike's interest to do that because he can't do the modifier with Bala. So he'll probably shoot. No, he does not. He takes a shield, puts it on Talzin. Nathaniel looks like Nathaniel's claiming because he's rerolling his dice with no pitch. He'll resolve probably the indirect here. Actually, he resolves the disrupt. It's not a horrible play. Okay, and then 1 gun into the battle droid from the vet. Now, one note, the battle droid die should have actually stayed in the pool. It did not, and there was no loss or effect from that, so no big deal. But the battle droid die should have stayed in the pool. Okay, so we move to round 2. It was pretty even. I think Nathaniel actually may have won that round ever so slightly. But Mike is in a really good position here with Bala loaded up. You can also see that Mike is supporting the local area with his tater tot and burrito plate there. Alright, in comes Aphra with a blank. Goes to Mike. I'm sure he'll just roll in Bala here. I don't know why you wouldn't get Bala out unless you're going to upgrade him. Oh, that is what it looks like he's going to do. Actually, he puts the L30 on Talzin, but I'm sure he'll still roll in Bala, which he does. Bala rolls a shield, another special on the underhanded tactics, then a blank on the DH. Pryce comes in with a discard and a 2 melee. Back to Mike. I'm sure we'll roll in Talzin here. He does not. He rolls in the vet with a blank. Takes the $1 on Pryce. Here comes Talzin with, wow, a blank, and a money. Mike does get to look. He'll likely hit this time. He shows the Relby, which is a 3 cost. He gets to flip. He flips Talzin, it looks like. No. Flips the vet to... Is he going to flip to the 3 indirect? No, flips to the 2 ranged on the vet. Statistically, that is actually the best flip because that has 2 blank sides, so I can get on board with that. Although the DH also has 2 blank sides, but he'd be flipping to the modifier. All right, so Nathaniel for 1, 2, 3, and then -1 with Aphra drops the Hailfire, which we'll be able to activate as per its text. Plus, we'll also deal an indirect per its text. So he activates. Oh no, that's interesting. You actually saw Mike reach for his tokens, but Nathaniel must have forgotten to declare the indirect because Mike took no indirect. You did see Mike reach for his tokens, but it must not have been called because there was nothing done. So Mike will now bait and switch that Talzin dollar, and he will erase the battle droid and reset Bala. So Mike should have 1, 2, 3 cards in hand, but it is Nathaniel's action. In comes BT1. They should each take an indirect. Without that battle droid to soak, it starts getting a little rougher. Nathaniel will also get to draw a card here. So he puts 1 on Aphra, I would assume. Mike puts 1 on the vet. Nathaniel does draw his card. Now it goes to Mike, who is almost certainly pitching to reroll here. He wants to get as many of the Bala die off the table as possible. So he does. He pitches to reroll. He gets a +2 on Bala, a 2. Wow, what a roll! So he gets a +2 on Bala, a 2 for 1 on the DH, and then he gets on the LL30 he gets a special which allows him to flip to range, so he can actually flip that Talzin to a 2-gun. So Nathaniel better have some control here. Sound the alarm looks real good right about now. Right, so he resolves the 1 on the BT and the 2 on Pryce to deal 2 net to Talzin after the shield is removed, so a total of 3. He does have the indirect showing on the droid, on the droid tank. But Mike's going to be able to hit hard here. Is he going to be able to reset Bala twice? That's the question. Alright, so he flips into, oh, the 1 gun. Okay, that makes sense. He doesn't have dollars, so he'll flip to the 1 gun on the DH. Nathaniel's going to play the Porgs. So he gets to reroll 2 dice, so he chooses the DH and one of his own. Ouch. The DH rolls back into that 16% chance 1, and Aphra rolls into the discard. It is now Mike's action, so he'll shoot for 3. Aphra takes 3. Now Mike has yet to roll in Bala for the 2nd time, as per the reset. But he has a very realistic possibility here of resetting Bala twice. Alright, so here comes Bala again with a +2 gun and a blank. I have to admit I'm surprised. There's a discard to take one of Mike's cards away, giving him only 1 reroll left. Gets rid of a DH. I have to admit I'm surprised Mike didn't resolve that special just to do 1 more indirect and roll it back in. And, oh man, another incredible roll by Mike. So we get a 2 on Talzin and a +2 on the LL, and he also has the +2 showing already on Bala. Now Mike is out of cards, so we'll see what Nathaniel has to do here. But nothing, so that's a dead Aphra, and then here comes Bala again on a reset. There he remembers to deal his indirect first, so Pryce takes 1. Bala comes in. Now remember Mike has no cards, and he gets a +2 and a +1, so no joy there. But pretty good turn by Mike, and that's probably it. We have a 9 health Pryce versus a healthy and fully loaded Bala, and a 5 health remaining vet, and a 4 health remaining Talzin with a redeploy. So it's not looking good for Nathaniel here. Alright, so he rolls in his droid tank first. He gets the disrupt. So the droid tank does have no blanks, which is great. However, that 2 disrupt feels real bad, especially when you're in the situation that Nathaniel's in right now. He was really hoping, obviously, for that 3 for 1. Alright, but Mike flanks it, so irrelevant. Mike just didn't want to put up with a reroll there. Or the Pryce with her owning the battlefield being able to flip it to a 4, which is completely fair, because that would be a dead Talzin. In comes BT on a blank. Each player takes an indirect. Mike takes his on the shield. Pryce will take hers right in the face. Mike has yet to roll in, but eventually it's going to be all downhill for Nathaniel here. Alright, Vet comes in with the 3 indirects, actually with only 1 player or character left. That's probably what Mike would have flipped to with Talzin anyway. So let's see if Nathaniel can do anything about that 3 indirect. Looks like he's got a He Doesn't Like You in his hand. He plays by any means. Actually, that's a good move. So by any means, deals an indirect to Nathaniel, but he removes a die of 2 or higher, which obviously is the 3 indirect. So he basically paid 1 resource to save 2 indirect. Now he doesn't get to draw because Aphra is dead, but that is, I'm not sure what the discussion is there. That was a straight up legal play by Nathaniel. May have just been lack of card familiarity. Okay, so it is Mike's move. There comes, oh no. Just needs 7 more, so he drops a Force Illusion on Talzin. Here comes Pryce with a money and a discard. So we've certainly got a pitch to reroll coming here. Nathaniel really needs to do something here. Alright, Bala comes in with a 1 gun, a +1 gun on the underhanded tactics, and a blank on the DH. But he still has Talzin to come in and flip. I do see that he doesn't like you in Nathaniel's hand, but he pitches to reroll first. Gets a 2 melee on Pryce, a blank and a blank. And here comes Talzin. Oh my goodness. A 2 gun on Talzin, a 2 gun on Talzin. He gets to flip. He reveals it is a 1. He goes to the +2. So that is more than enough to kill. However, we know Nathaniel does have the he doesn't like you. Currently Talzin's showing 4 and Bala is showing 4. Okay, so he doesn't like you to remove a 2. He'll remove a blank. Removes the blank Pryce die. So now Mike is 1 short. That'll take Pryce to 9. Unfortunately, without a shield, Nathaniel now cannot roll in BT any longer. So 2 go into the vet. Putting him at 6. So Mike had claimed and done the reroll. He had a 33% chance of putting Pryce down. He did miss because he didn't get either of the 1 guns on the LL, but that was definitely worth a shot. Alright, so not only does Nathaniel not have initiative here, he also lost a battlefield for Pryce's ability. And he cannot roll in BT1. So at this point, maybe Mike even has a backup muscle or something and can just put him out of his misery. Alright, so going into what surely will be the final round, Mike tacticals. Yep, that's game. So he's going to tactical, he's going to roll in Talzin. As long as he shows an odd, he's going to win this game. Which he does, shows the Van Braces. Doesn't matter anyway because he rolled a 2 and a 1. But now he will put a total of 5 into Pryce and put her into the ground. So that is it for this evening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back very, very shortly with round 2.